I'd like to thank you all on behalf of Dina and myself for coming here today to celebrate a really special, happy occasion.
Kyle, as we all know, is a man of many talents, but a true sports enthusiast who excels in every game he plays. From football to skating, he's always up for a challenge. Yet despite all of these sporting victories, he met his ultimate match when he found Helen. Helen, with her passion for football and her unwavering spirit, is the perfect counterpart to Kyle. Together, they make a team that's truly unbeatable. And like any winning team, they understand the value of teamwork, communication, and a good dose of friendly competition. It's no surprise that their journey has been a match made in heaven, and as they embark on this new chapter of their lives, I have no doubt that their love, determination, and mutual respect will continue to guide them to victory in all aspects of life. So let us raise our glasses to Kyle and Helen. May your days be filled with shared victories, endless laughter, and a love that continues to score goals long after the final whistle goes off.
I think most people here know me, but for those of you who don't, my name's Andy, and I'm a very proud and privileged father. I got to 11 seconds, that was better than this morning. Now every wedding's special, of course, but to see your daughter walk down the aisle is something else, and I walked down this aisle. This afternoon, Helen, is a memory I shall never forget. You looked absolutely beautiful in your stunning wedding dress. When Helen finally told me she had a boyfriend, it caused me a whole load of anxiety. She'd not had many boyfriends, she was living away from home at university and had no one to protect her. Who was this person, and was he good enough for her? He was also from Wales. No, I'm not finished. So I couldn't even check whether I knew his dad or not, a big part of my vetting process. After a few weeks, we were allowed to meet Kyle, and all my worries disappeared when we were introduced to a good-looking, polite, well-presented and hard-working young man, who, most importantly, appeared to care for Helen very much. Helen, your mum and I are aware of just how blessed we are to have had you in our lives. And we know that you know just how much we love you and how proud we are of this lovely young lady who's turned out today. It's been our absolute joy to watch our laid-back, relaxed, extremely inquisitive and honest little girl blossom into the beautiful, intelligent, loving, composed and contented young lady that it was my privilege to escort down the aisle today.
Your shoulders. Some limits don't present themselves at haste. The early worm delights the morning light.
The news comes crashing through your open window. Then all at once you feel the rushing wind come blowing in.
Any doubts I had about Kyle quickly disappeared when he appeared at our front door one night about 11:30 p.m, carrying a bunch of flowers and asking if Helen was still up. Apparently he'd upset Helen on social media and Helen had blocked him. So he'd driven all the way from Wales to say he was sorry. So. Another example of his commitment to Helen was moving to Stockport to buy their first house together. Despite this meaning, he faced a daily 100-mile round journey to and from work and back, and that's when I knew, I guess, that Helen would be okay.
We worked before, it doesn't work this morning. No salt can melt away what still remains. I lay it down onto the ground anyway. I wanna live like normal, but what is normal?
Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Fraser.
Seriously though, Helen's been like a ray of sunshine. Oh, here we go. It's a quick sip. Helen's been like a ray of sunshine to both Dina and I since the day she was born. On the 27th of January 1998, although her birth in itself was testament to how laid back she is, she took 36 hours to finally arrive, after first announcing she was on her way by bursting her own waters. This casual approach to everything had continued throughout her early years, with Helen deciding not to walk until she was 17 months old. But then why should she? She had a doting dad to carry her around everywhere. When I think of the moments that made me proud about Helen, I'm immensely proud of Helen, Faye and Tom. Every morning when I wake up, so to pick out, So to pick out individual times and events wouldn't do her justice because there are so many, but I'm going to try. Anybody in more water? Anyway, as most of you know, Helen was diagnosed with a moderate to severe hearing loss. When she was 2.5, and all the key milestones that we as parents take for granted suddenly became a lot harder for Helen. So to see what she's achieved in her life so far makes me immensely proud. Simple things like going to school, going to Rainbows, being asked to be Mary in the school nativity, playing football, and her degree, all throughout different challenges for Helen. However, she never moaned and just simply got on with it. Now, there's several traditions that the father of the bride's speech is supposed to include, and there's some embarrassing stories about my daughter, and some moments that have made me immensely proud. And although I'm allowed to speak today, I've been told I'm not allowed to embarrass her. So I'm not going to mention that as a child, Helen insisted on being called Adam. And when we called her Helen, she ignored us. Or when she used to go to ballet on a Saturday morning, and whilst all the other children were dancing around and, very elegantly, Helen spent 40 minutes just jogging around the hall in her tutu. I must also remember not to mention the football shorts under her Holy Communion dress, or any dress that she ever wore for that matter. It was also one of my proudest moments watching Helen score her first international goal against Turkey in Turkey. She also picked up a yellow card for something that has become a bit of an O'Brien family tradition, a late tackle. I'm not sure what I was prouder with, the goal or the yellow card, to be honest, but I took them both. Now, as a parent, you often wonder just how well your children will turn out. You wonder what sort of life decisions they will make, especially those you have no control over. What friends they will choose, who they will pick as their partner to share their life with. Will that person love and care for them as well as you would, and will you approve? Well, for what it's worth, Helen, your mum, I think you made an excellent choice in Kyle. And I was honoured when Kyle approached me to ask you for his hand in marriage. Be your hand in marriage. I remember the moment well. I was in the kitchen emptying the dishwasher again, while everyone else was relaxing, when Kyle came and put his phone in front of me. On it was a message asking for my permission to ask Helen to marry him, which I obviously agreed to. Although I remember thinking, does he want me to text him, email him, WhatsApp, TikTok, or just tell him? Anyway, we got it sorted, and he asked Helen to marry him on a beautiful evening on Travone Beach in Cornwall on the 18th of August 2020.
Since I was young, I've always been told to find a true love to be happy. I have been told to find a true friend that will live every day by my side. Since I saw my wife for the first time we dated, I have fallen in love with you. Because you were funny, you were beautiful, caring, and loved by all, even though you play football. I am so proud to say that I got a beautiful wife, and I promise I will take care of her. I will promise I will support her, and I promise I will make her laugh, and I promise I will do a lot of adventure, and I promise we'll stay together until we're grey and old.
Here's to the past for all that you've learned. Here's to the present for all that you share. Here's to the future for all that you look forward to together. Ladies and gentlemen, the bride and groom, Helen and Kyle Fraser.